discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to modern audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to modern audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling
He should change it to Todd POV.
You know, you're that was corny. But no, you know. Todd, work on your promo skills, brother. But congratulations.
But don't talk like Tony, that's for sure.
And don't cut him like me, god dang.
He got one correct.
That's it.
Wow.
That's
It's called Uno Stinko.
Gonna stone my boots in the
New Japan, Ring of Honor, and stuff like that. So the you know who that is?
Yeah.
Exactly who that is. He did a couple movies. They didn't really pan out. I think he had a hard time reading the script.
to license.
I'm sorry, because when Tony says Super Showdown, I'm just scared. Super Showdown.
Well, here's your headline.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Wrestling POV. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with Mimi Goody.
Shalom.
And the Turd Wheel, Rick's around on the turd.
Yo.
And the intern, Miguel Cole.
Hello, how's everybody doing?
All right, how was everybody's week so far?
So far, so good, but why'd you call him the turd?
Because that's his name.
He's the third.
Whoa. Wait, I didn't even hear that one.
He said Rick Serrano
just
the
blew
third.
me up and shit. Anyway, we're just fast track off a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. We got a new Wrestling POV champion in Todd Silver. He finally won one. And of course, the second place winner went to who did it go to? Rick, I forgot. Sorry.
Josh Sanders, a new interstate champion.
Yeah, his first championship with Wrestling POV, and the overseas champion went to Ilio Canella.
That boy is picking up some titles.
Man,
I know.
Shit.
That's Ilio Canella. Isn't he like the Minnesota kid?
No, that's the dude from Canada.
I was gonna say he's from Canada.
Oh,
Canada. Yeah.
You never heard from Adam O'Neill in a while.
Oh, Adam O'Neill.
He's from Minnesota. Yeah. So, anywho, but congratulations. But Todd, I like you, man. Even though I gave you a hard time when you was on the show, Todd, I like you. You're a good spirit. You're a good egg. Jew egg, actually, because he's Jewish. So I don't know why I can't.
Why do you have
Happy
to
New
start?
Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Well, that's why. So, and I didn't know. I'm sorry. But check out Todd's message since he won the POV championship.
Yo, Wrestling POV, what's up? Some of you may know me, some of you may not know me.
No, they don't,
Let
Todd.
me introduce myself. The champ is here. That's right, finally. The championship belongs to Todd Silver. The championship is now here on Long Island where it belongs. And you know what, Wrestling POV? That's where it's gonna stay. First time, baby. It's about time. The champ is here. Long Island.
Said that already.
It feels great to be a champion at Wrestling POV. Wish you guys could be a champion too. But you know what? It's me.
Damn, what? Conceited or whatnot?
Exactly. Oh, damn it. Another episode.
I'm like, what? Like,
He needs to change his name to Todd Gold.
Oh, Jesus. Wow. Anyway.
Terrible.
Terrible.
Todd.
He should change it to Todd POV.
You know, you're
champion.
That was corny. But no, you know. You know, so Todd, like I said, congratulations on winning the championship, but homie, you need to work on your promo skills. So, you know what? I would like to. Well, you know what? You know what I would like to do, and I'll run it by the president. I'm sure he ain't gonna have a problem with it. If we get a new champion, I want them to cut a promo, and then we'll play it on the air. How's that? Okay, just like we just did with Todd. Todd, work on your promo skills, brother. But congratulations.
Don't talk like Tony. That's for sure.
And don't cut him like me. God dang. You guys suck already.
No.
So anyway, like I said,
only on Sundays.
It's for Rick. That was funny. Come on, Rick. You got to admit it. All right, you don't have to.
Okay.
All right, so it is 5 o'clock somewhere. So crack open your favorite beer, or if you're at work, go drink your water. If you're a wine drinker, go ahead and take your wine. But you know, if you're like Rick,
I'm gonna drink a big glass of milk. Eat some chocolate chip cookies, and then maybe I'll take 3 Viagra.
Listen, Viagra, if you're looking
exactly.
to get sponsorship, come on.
Hey.
We say your name every week now, so.
Hey.
Ooh, yeah!
That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly. All right, so before we go in and talk about the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view points game, what you got, Rick?
Do you guys smell that?
No. Oh my God! You know what? I do smell it now that it just came to me, and it seemed like it came from overseas.
Oh yeah.
It was a putrid smell. You don't smell that?
Mm-hmm. I'm trying not to talk because I don't want to taste it.
Exactly. It's nasty, Rick. Please.
Oh God! It smells as if it was in a farm in Indiana and got shipped in a hot-ass plane with a bunch of hot asses, and it got shipped and dropped in the damp swamp of London, England. That being said, it is called the Rick Serrano the Turtle Award recipient, Mr. Matt Novak.
Yes.
Oh my
God. Man,
what happened?
Not only did he caved hard.
He caved down.
It is safe to say, and I have to go out on a limb, but he is right now the Kurt Hawkins of wrestling POV.
Yeah.
Listen up, maggot.
Wrong guy.
Oh, sorry.
Matt, what happened?
He got one correct.
That's it.
Wow.
That's it.
It's called Uno Stinko. The Ultra Perfecto has fallen to Uno
Stinko.
Unbelievable, Matt.
Uno Stinko, you need to cut a promo.
Oh yeah, more on that in a little bit because there were some comments made after the Wrestling POV Hell in a Cell pay-per-view points game. I'll get to it in a second, but first, the Facebook poll of the week and hater comment of the week, possibly. One of the poll, it wasn't really a poll; it was more of a comment. We posted the NWO New World Order. If you can form a new NWO, who would it be? Match 5 wrestlers, active wrestlers only. Rick. So Josh Sanders, our Interstate champion, he said Heath Slater, Chad Gable, Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel, and Mojo Riley.
The biggest losers.
How did he become champion?
I have no idea.
So Tony Gutierrez says, I laughed so hard, but I liked it. Idiot. And Josh Sanders, he came out and he said it wouldn't be taken serious is the sad part, but those guys need something going on. They're really good jobs, which I agree. So Rick Serrano III chimed in and he said Jericho, Mr. Perfect, Owen Hart, and Bret Hart, and the Anvil. So again, Tony Gutierrez is very active on this. He came out and says active wrestlers, Rick.
Wow.
Damn.
That's just dope.
Yeah. It was, but he told you off. So Wilfredo Cruz.
That was me?
That was you.
Wow.
That's what you commented. And then Tony Gutierrez came out and he wrote active wrestlers, Rick.
That's dumb. I'll take that one.
Yeah. You own that one. Wilfredo Cruz said Roman Reigns, Shinsuke Nakamura, Bobby Lashley, Bray Wyatt, and Braun Strowman. Interesting,
but stupid.
See, they said it. Wilfredo, I didn't.
Wilfredo, man, when are you gonna win a title again?
I know, right? Jesus.
I mean, he is a 3-time champ, though. He is a 3-time champ.
2.5, but close enough. So Rick Serrano came out again, and he said Orton, Shinsuke, Finn, Dolphin, McIntyre. So that's okay. And then a Wrestling POV Press put a GIF of Medea shaking her head. Matt Novak, our Rick Serrano, the third recipient, said Ziggler, McIntyre, Ruby Riott, Usos, and Owens. He goes, I know it's 6, so drop McIntyre if you must. That's why he was on the bottom. Andrew Lorio, he said Rollins, Bobby Roode, Ziggler, and Authors of Pain. I can see that. I dig it.
You know what I don't like?
What?
Is that everybody's jumping on Ziggler's bandwagon now? Now all of a sudden Ziggler can be
You know what? I agree.
That's like ridiculous.
Yeah.
That is preposterously ridiculous.
I agree.
Now everybody's on his bandwagon now.
Well, you know
his goddamn shirts. That's how big of a fan I was. But everybody now all of a sudden is on Ziggler's strap.
Yup.
Come on.
No, I don't like Ziggler anyway, so.
No, but I noticed people have.
Yeah. Well, the same thing with Reigns. One minute they love him, the next minute they hate him.
That's God, I can't.
That's like it's like 3 years they hate him and 1 minute they love him.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. So Michael Hunsinger says Kenny Omega, Finn Balor, AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Samoa Joe. That's a good one. That's a good one there. So I agree with that one. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
What else do we have?
I don't know.
I don't want to talk about it no more. All right. And then
New World Order.
The New World Order. So there's your New World Order. All right. So now the Red Hell in the Cell, it was previewed at, I think it was that Saturday. And so we put it up. What were people's thoughts about it? And some Rashid Sims, he says, what the fuck? He says, I'm not even shocked. And then Tony Gutierrez again, he came out and he said that, hey, if you pre-order 2K19, you can unlock the Red Hell in the Cell cage. Laugh out loud. That wasn't even funny. That was so corny. Rashid Sims, right? Rashid Sims, he says, I stopped playing video games years ago. He says, so did I. Already?
Who's he?
Tony Gutierrez.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Wilfredo Cruz, he said it's red because it's red like fire. Wilfredo, we're going to have a talk, brother.
Oh, man.
We got to find out what the hell is going on.
In that cabeza of yours.
Michael Hunsinger, right? Michael Hunsinger said it's kind of like red pill or blue pill. Guess they took the red one.
Oh, man.
Okay. Mike, do you want to permanently be in the bottom of the barrel? Do you?
Because that turd stink is all over that joke.
Well, to be fair, he was still Rick Serrano the third recipient.
Yeah,
he still was.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's true. So, oh my God! And then of course Rick posted, "What are your thoughts on the Hell in the Cell main event finish?" And Josh Sanders put the gif of. Oh, come on. Michael Hunsinger did the cat. Tony Gutierrez again, he said, pretty good.
What?
Yes.
He's been using your line and shit.
I guess so. Elijah Zach Hobby, he put the gif of Kevin Hart just staring.
Just staring, because that's exactly what happened at the end of that show.
So now we're going to go on to the only poll that we did this week. Actually, you know what? Before we go there, there was also a picture of John Cena and saying when calls out the Undertaker, and then they showed an empty arena. And then they showed Triple H. Calls out the Undertaker, and then they show a preview of the Undertaker live on Raw next. And then Cena going, what the fuck? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yep.
Then there was a picture because the whole Lio Rush is now Bobby Lashley's manager. So there was a picture posted of Little Man. Remember that movie, Little Man? And Bobby Lashley carrying Lio Rush.
Oh God!
So that was pretty funny.
That's exactly what this whole thing is. That it's exactly that.
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley holding a little baby. A child.
Exactly. So now, here's the deal. It was what the hell? You know what? I went on the wrong one, but that's okay. There were comments, but I'm just gonna go because we're not short on time, but we just got other things to talk about. But the poll was, it said, I know it's only been 2 weeks, but thoughts on Lio Rush with Bobby Lashley? There was a big poll there, and some people commented. They said they liked it. I don't see nothing wrong with it, to be honest, especially after watching this past week's Raw. I thought it was pretty cool. No? So, yeah, what are your thoughts before I go on and read the conclusion?
Yeah, I'm not big on it. It's just, I mean, not to make fun of Lio Rush, he's not big on it. I mean, he's a tiny guy. I didn't realize
how small he was.
He is tiny.
But let me tell you something. He is fast as hell.
I mean, you would have to be. You know who else is that small and that fast? Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah.
The guy is fast because he's so small.
Well, I do live in New Mexico, but anyway, that's irrelevant. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can dig it, I guess. I like it. Let's see where it goes. Like I said, it's only been 2 weeks, so hey, let's see where it goes.
I don't know. The voice kind of annoys me a little bit where, I'm the man of the
But put it this way, he's a good talker for Bobby Lashley. I'd rather listen to him talk for Bobby Lashley than Bobby Lashley himself.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I definitely do agree with that.
Yeah. All right.
So just the pairing, I don't know. He comes off a lot like Slick, though, which I can.
Yeah, a miniature Slick.
Everything is miniature with Lio.
That's true. All right. So the poll was 71% said, yeah, it's a good team. 29% no, it's terrible.
Terrible.
Just terrible. So, hater comment of the week?
I think it's that Tony Gutierrez guy.
You know, I have to agree. That home dude was all over the place. God dang.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
Freaking slow down there.
Wait a second. Is Tony Gutierrez?
No. Nope. Two different people, Miguel. Wrong guy.
No, is it? He sounds very familiar. Are you sure? Stop. Would you just...
Oh, my God. All right, so that is your Facebook poll. And the hater comment of the week goes to Tony Gutierrez. I think he deserves it.
Go for it, Miguel.
Yeah, right? All right, so we have to cover the wrestling news from around the world. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Miguel. Go ahead.
Oh, no, he's waiting for it. You started talking.
Well, you mean said, go ahead.
You're acting just like this Tony Gutierrez guy or something. You guys are brothers.
Exactly, right? Shoot. All right, so now we got things to talk about for the wrestling news from around the world. Take it away, Rick.
All right, before we do that, let's get into some birthdays. All right, Double A, Arn Anderson turned 60 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why did we just say it like that? That was so corny. Yeah.
It's just so wow.
Yeah, it's just so wow.
The guy, though, doesn't age really, right? Like, he
doesn't look
looks
like
the
it.
same.
Don't look like it.
He looks solid still.
He has the same ball spot he's had for years.
Type. Yeah.
That's so wrong.
Double A. Speaking of AARP, Gerald Briscoe turned 72 years old.
Jesus Christ, Rick.
You gotta speak up.
All right.
I haven't seen much of Briscoe in a while.
No, they're still in the back doing their thing. You know. Yeah.
Doing something.
Yeah.
Keeping watch for Pat Patterson and stuff.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, that is so cold.
Bingo!
Ew. All right.
Speaking of female gym teachers, Greg Valentine turned 67 years old.
Oh my God, that is so wrong.
But, come on. Greg Valentine does not look like a female gym teacher.
Yeah, he does.
You're right. That's what's sad is he's right.
Oh, man. Speaking of one-liners, Renee Young turns 33 years old.
Wow. 33, huh? Good for her. Look where she's at now. A lot of people are hating on her, though.
They sure
Yeah,
are.
I mean, if she can say more than one line.
And I think she's being held back.
Probably.
You know? Michael Cole is the head announcer there, so, you know.
There's something wrong with him lately, right?
I think
mean,
so.
More than usual.
Yeah.
He's like cutting people off and stuff like that and just talking over people.
He's probably afraid he's going to lose his damn job.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously.
He's been there for a while.
Yeah. Long while.
And that hasn't stopped anybody from getting fired or let go.
No, I'm saying it's about time. Like, maybe you should start thinking about taking a back seat and leaving.
Backseat
Put the
in
new
my
heads
Jeep.
in there.
It's just an episode. Backseat in my Jeep.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right, no idea. No clue. All right, and last but not least, the best day of the year, the birthday of all red everything. Eva Marie turns 34.
Oh, wait. We said we were not going to mention her since she's gotten taken out. Why are we mentioning her?
Because maybe she'll come back.
No.
Evolution's right around the corner.
She is right.
No.
She had nothing to do with wrestling right now.
She may come back.
No. Next.
She does. She does have a YouTube channel.
Next.
You hear me? She does have a YouTube channel that she does with her husband. Yeah.
Yeah. Next.
Oh, I don't want to see that with her husband.
Next birthday.
No more.
That's all we got because all red everything takes over everything.
Oh my God. I'm gonna dye my hair red so I can be all red everything.
Oh God, if you do that, then I'll definitely start talking about
all right.
Yeah, there you go.
I gotta go to the store and buy some
wrestling news from around the world. As Tony Diaz has mentioned earlier, Tom Silver is now the new wrestling POV champion. We got Josh Sanders, the interstate champion. Elio Canelo, the overseas champion. Elio Canelo, like I said, is just stacking up title reigns up there in Canada. Josh Sanders, congrats on your first title. I mean, Josh Sanders says it's his first time playing. He listens to our show every week, but it's your first time playing. What's up with that?
Word! What up with that?
Yeah.
I think he was trying to get my knowledge for the game.
Damn.
And that's what
I don't think he got your knowledge.
He fully understood the greatest wrestling POV champion of all time.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He was taking all that knowledge from me, and he found a way to win.
I don't think so. All right.
I mean, he was tied, and you know, it was close.
Yeah.
Too close.
Yeah.
And
Jesus Christ.
and Todd Silver stole one.
Stole it. Yeah.
And of course, Matt Novak is the second recipient of the Rick Serrano the Turd Award.
Damn.
Uno Stinko.
Uno Stinko.
Oh
man.
Poor
And alright,
guy.
next up in the news, Abyss inducted into the Impact Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Now, Abyss, man, I wish you would have came over when you were hot.
Yep. I still think that if WWE signed him, I still think they can do a good program with him and
definitely.
and Bray Wyatt. You know what I'm saying? That would be something to really look
Or him
forward to.
with Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, either or. Don't matter.
Yeah.
Don't matter. Either or. You know, I mean, good character. It spent a lot of time in TNA, and he was
his whole time there.
And I would have liked to have seen it. But he is getting older, obviously, and there's really nothing out there in talks of him going to the WWE. So,
yeah. Speaking of not coming to the WWE, Ray Phoenix and Pentagon Jr.
Yeah.
are signed with Lucha Underground until 2020.
Yeah, but that could be a ploy though, because he did say that he was heading over there to WWE.
But also, he could just be ribbing everybody.
Exactly, right? You never know.
They're still connected with Impact and Lucha Underground until 2020. Remember when the year 2020 was like 30 years away?
Yeah.
Now it's only 2.
Flying cars and shit like that.
Here goes Justin.
Yeah.
No, I don't get that reference.
The Jetsons.
No,
He wasn't born there.
No.
Oh, he was born during the Teletubby days.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's a
Whoa,
Teletubby.
whoa. I was joking. I know what the Jetsons are. I will too.
He was born during Dora the Explorer.
Whoa, no. Do not put the new generation crap on me. That's not my generation. Alright, moving on. Rey Mysterio signs a 2-year deal with the WWE. Huh? Mr. 619 Mimi?
Yeah, 2-year deal.
I know. Yep. I follow him all the time.
Yeah,
I'm a stalker.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Rey Mysterio.
His son Dominic is training up in Canada with Lance Storm.
Damn. How is that funny, Miguel? Jesus Christ. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Is he gonna wear a mask or no? Do you know?
I don't know.
Yo no sé.
Yo no sé.
I mean, Fox the father. I mean, you would think she would get an interview for Wrestling POV or something.
Exactly.
Word, right?
Damn.
Mr. President, get on it.
Right.
He's president sniffing his underwear.
Ooh.
All right. 205 Live news: Cedric Alexander defeats Drew Gulak for the Cruiserweight title. So
I don't think anybody really cares, to be honest.
Yeah, that's just, like, Cedric needs to drop the belt. I mean,
yeah, he does.
It's just too much.
Yep.
All right, and my last bit of news. Wow, that sounds differently.
It does.
It's as if we taken an iPad and we switched it to the other iPad.
Weird, right?
And it's so weird. Speaking of weird, my last bit of news: Shawn Michaels is coming out of retirement.
Yeah.
After 8 years for a tag team match in Saudi Arabia. I'm telling you, these Saudi Arabian people got money, son.
They have to.
They got money.
Because he's doing it. Brock Lesnar's going to come out. Ugh. Crazy.
Man.
See what money
Well,
does?
isn't it dangerous to be coming out in Saudi Arabia?
Nah.
But yeah, Brock is getting 7 figures.
Yeah.
You gotta figure Shawn is getting that much.
He's getting about 7 figures.
Like, that's ridiculous. I guess they're not having a battle royal or Royal Rumble.
They might. They still might. You never know.
That's crazy.
They still might.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
But as you guys noticed, we talked a lot about on the news this week. We talked about Lucha Underground. We talked about Impact.
Yeah.
And Tony, you guys got an email from the Wrestling POV podcast president, right?
Yeah, I got an email, and he made an announcement too. Said that to stay tuned. He's got some announcements to make, and that he was going to email one of us to talk about it today on today's show. Just like you said, Rick, you know, the fact that, you know, our show in general, we try to talk about all the wrestling in the world. You know, we're trying to talk about, you know, TNA or Impact, Lucha Underground, AAA, New Japan, Ring of Honor, and stuff like that. So the you know who that is?
Yeah.
Exactly who that is.
That's just my baby daddy. That's just my baby daddy. You know who that is?
You've been singing songs that nobody knows.
Nobody gets the reference.
Got him. All right. So here it is. He is stating that we're hiring.
What?
Yeah. We're not really hiring. He says. You know, it's a long story behind it, but no. He says that he's looking for an all-female cast. He's looking for 2 females to host a new show called Wrestling POV Global. They're gonna only be doing. They're only gonna be covering TNA. Oh, Jesus Christ! Impact, Ring of Honor, New Japan, AAA, and did I say Lucha Underground?
No, you didn't. You said it now.
I said it now. And that's all they're going to be covering. And that show, so we're going to have 2 podcasts a week. So
nice.
Us being the flagship show and them being like the sister unit to Wrestling POV.
Oh, sister, because they're females.
Exactly. Anyway. So yeah, he's looking for 2 females who are very passionate into wrestling, has a sense of humor like we do, and he wants you to contact us. Just drop us an email. One of us or the president himself will contact you and set up an interview, and then hopefully we can get this going by year's end. Hopefully, maybe even sooner. It depends on how many people we get to respond. So now, and then once it happens, we'll be having 2 podcasts a week. This one, obviously, our show will be hosting mainly WWE, the pay-per-view points game, and the other show will be covering Lucha, AAA, Ring of Honor, New Japan, and all the other ones that I named. And they'll also have their own pay-per-view points game also.
Nice.
So, pretty cool. I think that's really neat. So if anybody knows any females that are really passionate about wrestling and want to give this a shot, tell them to send us an email. First of all, they need to listen to the show. So, that's not from the press. This is from me personally. Okay? You want to jump on our shit, listen to the damn show first. And if I see that you don't like the page, guess what?
You bitches ain't coming on.
No, I didn't say it like that. Goddamn.
Well, we ain't saying all that.
Come on now.
I mean, and by bitches, we mean people.
People, yeah, yeah. Good cover.
And also, when Tony said you have to be passionate about wrestling, we're not talking about WWE. You guys out there, you keyboard warriors out there know. If you're going to be passionate about wrestling, you need to know Ring of Honor, New Japan, Lucha Underground. You need to know the stuff. You need to know who you're talking about. So we're not looking for just anybody. So we really want people that really know their stuff. So if your stepsister watches some wrestling, we ain't want her. We want those passionate fans. Those women out there that actually love wrestling. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Mimi Goody don't count. Mimi Goody, she's been here for the longest, man. Yeah. She's been here for like 50 years. We can't get rid of her.
No.
I love wrestling.
So
exactly. Yeah.
So but again exactly what Rick said. You have to be passionate and know what you're talking about, because we're gonna test you on it. So you can be part of the Wrestling POV crew now. So he's the wrestling president, said he wants 2 females. So it'll be an all-female cast. And it's myself, Rick Serrano III, Mimi Goody, we won't be involved in it. So sorry. We're not going to be on the show.
I'm not going to be involved in it?
What?
We're not. None of us are going to be on the show. It's just it's separate. This is completely separate. Probably once in a while we'll do a cameo, maybe.
Oh yeah.
But we have nothing to do with the show. It's going to be a whole separate entity. It's going to have its own separate pay-per-view points game, and that's about it. So if you know people, send them our way. They got to like the show. Make sure they're liking the page and listen to the show, so they can get a figure of how we do things here at Wrestling POV.
Is the reason why he wants females so that he can't give me an interview?
Pretty much.
No.
Pretty much, that's what it is. So sorry, Miguel, you're stuck on the soundboard, even for that show too, though. So I think you'd be probably jumping on with them. Yeah, maybe.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's how I would take it. He can't hire another person for the switchboard or for the sound effects machine. You know what I'm saying?
You mean puppet?
Sorry, my bad.
Person.
All right, what else you got, Rick?
That's all I got for the news.
All right, let's go
rumors.
Straight out to rumors. 2 matches, because you ruined it, are being considered for Shawn Michaels at Survivor Series versus The Undertaker, or a tag match with Triple H against Taker and Kane. So they might do this. This is going to be a while. It might be going straight on to Survivor Series too.
Wow.
Yeah, it is a big wow. He's probably going broke. Mm-hmm. He did a couple movies. They didn't really pan out. I think he had a hard time reading the script.
Probably want to straighten
Well, how
out
is How's King?
Yeah, the click.
How is King gonna come back if he's like governor or some shit of Tennessee?
He's mayor. Get it right.
Excuse me. I stand corrected.
Now, from what I heard, was WWE donated like $100,000 to some cause he was doing out there, and then it was like their way of saying, "Can you come back for a couple matches?"
Yo, the thing is, it's Tennessee,
right?
I mean,
true.
Shotgun, you got some drinks and it runs itself.
Yeah.
So wrong in so many levels.
Yes. I mean, we've been to Tennessee, so we can say that.
Exactly, that is true. All right, so now check this out. I thought this was cool because I've been talking about this for a very long time, and I'm glad that WWE, especially Vince McMahon, is seeing the light. But there could be even more managers coming to the WWE, including from outside the turn. No, sorry, Rick, my bad. See,
man.
she just threw you under the bus like that, including from outside the company. So your name wasn't on that list, Rick. So.
I did send the resume.
Yeah.
I wrote the addresses on them perfect.
Yeah, I know you did. You put 3 stamps on it too. I think that might be why. But anyway, Matt Riddle has started his training at the Performance Center. Says and apparently there's talks of Riddle versus Cassius Ohno at NXT Takeover Los Angeles. And if you watched NXT, you can see that Cassius Ohno had a little bit of an attitude lately and saying where he needs to be on the spotlight. My thing is he needs to stay away from the fast food joints, and then he could talk about being on a damn spotlight. Anyway. Yeah. So WWE may be considering a 4-way match for the WWE Championship at Crown Jewel with Champion AJ Styles defending the title against Samoa Joe, The Miz, and Daniel Bryan. Styles is the current champion, but has a title defense against Samoa Joe on October 6th at the Super Showdown. So I'm assuming AJ is going to win that one. At the same show, Daniel Bryan, and The Miz are scheduled to face off in a #1 contenders match for the same title. So,
Rick, can you say it the correct way?
I was on the road.
Super Showdown.
No.
Daniel Bryan.
Well, that's it. I don't like Daniel Bryan either, but I don't say it that way.
I'm sorry, because when Tony says Super Showdown, I'm just scared. Super Showdown. He was talking about AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe versus The Miz and Daniel Bryan.
There you go. That's how it's supposed to be said.
Right. So anyway, so that's supposed to be happening, and it's going to be at the Super Showdown. No, Crown Jewel. So we'll see. Maybe that might be it. All right. Now the last one. This one I thought was pretty cool. The WWE is talking to Chris Cyborg about facing Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania 35. Was given a little bit more credence, when Cyborg herself told ESPN that she'd be interested and teased an announcement. Yeah.
I don't want to see this no more.
Really? I want to see Chris Cyborg come.
I mean, I wanted that in UFC.
Yes,
True.
I agree.
Sure.
True.
But Ronda was a P to the ussy, and she was scared of Chris Cyborg, and I wouldn't want that to happen because they would make her beat Chris Cyborg.
Yeah.
And
true. No. Yeah. Okay.
I agree with you, Rick.
All right.
Thank you.
I don't, but I still want to see it.
Who cares what you think?
I still want to see it. I
Rick Adonis has spoken.
That's right. Wait, that's me. All right, that's all I got for the rumors. Rick, what do you got for the injury?
Well, the goddess Alexa Bliss is experiencing some numbness in her arm. So it could be a neck injury. It could be just a stinger or something with her arm. They're looking into it. They don't think it's anything serious. They expect her to be on Raw next week, but they're going to give her some time to heal up.
Well, they took her off the Mixed Match Challenge.
Yes, Tony's favorite word.
Yeah.
Mixed Match Challenge.
Mixed Match. God damn it. Mixed Match. Fuck it.
Mixed Match Challenge.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm done.
Diaz would say it's that mishmash challenge right there.
Mishmash.
It's just like
That's how I'm going to say it.
Thing.
Just so I don't sound foolish. So, people in the wrestling POV world, if you ever hear me say mishmash, I mean mixed match. Challenge.
Oh, man.
Shit.
Alexa Bliss, so hopefully she gets better. Hopefully it's not serious. And speaking of which, Sasha Banks has been replaced by Mickie James in the Mixed Match Challenge with an undisclosed injury. So I don't know what's going on with the women. They're dropping like flies.
Especially if they're trying to do this tag, because I still see it happening.
Yeah, I mean, it has to.
Yeah, I still see it happening.
That's all I got for injuries. Hopefully they're okay. Yeah,
I hope so too. So, you know what? Let's talk about the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view points game. Speaking of points game, before I read off what happened at Hell in a Cell, the other announcement from the Wrestling POV president is that he said there will be a change in the Wrestling POV pay-per-view points game. And here are the changes. It's nothing really hard. It's actually pretty simple, and it's going to make people think about what they're putting down as far as their total points go. Any 10-point, and this is what he sent me, any 10-point match, which means basically all the title matches, that it's going to be pretty much the WWE, Universal,
and the women's titles.
And the women's title, Raw and SmackDown. Pretty much those are going to be the main ones. Those four, they'll always be 10 points. Unless it's a bigger stake, it'll be 15. But a majority of the time it's been 10. So, the other options for each of those points is, like if you pick a winner, it's going to be either, you can pick a pinfall, submission, count out, okay, or disqualification, sorry. So those are 4 extra options you're going to have, and those are going to be worth 3 points each. It's not 1 to 3, it's just 3 points, period. You know, you can't go 1 point or whatever. So, let's take the AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. So let's just say that match obviously is 10 points, and you go AJ Styles, you say 10 points, because a lot of people like to max, and you say AJ Styles 10 points, he's going to win by pinfall. If he wins by pinfall, you get an additional 3 points. Okay? But if he wins by DQ, you get minus 3 points of your whatever score you bet on AJ. Wow. So if you go 10 points for AJ to win, but you lose on how he won, then it's minus 3 points. So you'll get 7 points instead of 10. Okay?
The Wrestling POV podcast president is like a genius, man.
He is, but there's more to it. Because I think he did this because of the outcome of the Universal Championship. He said also you can bet a no contest, a double DQ, or a double count out. But, and that's all those are only 3 points, okay? But the condition with those is that you can't pick a winner then, which obviously makes sense. So, you know, like the Universal Championship match, if you go Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman, if you think that, that's going to be a squash, I don't see a winner, it's going to be a double DQ, guess what? Then you can bet those 3 points because, and the thing of it is, that's a good way of doing it because if a lot of people bet, Roman's going to win and this and that, and ends up, a lot of people are going to lose a lot of points. At least you'll be safe with the 3 points. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
So, if anybody feels like they're confused by this, I don't think they should. It's really easy. I mean, it's just going to go. It's only going to be for the WWE Universal and the Women's Championships. Of the other matches, is not going to happen for it. So it's only going to be for those matches. We are going to put up a card so that way people can pick and say, okay, Braun's going to win by pin or submission or whatever. But just keep in mind, they have to win by what you say in order for you to get those additional points. Okay? It's not, you won't lose the whole thing. You're just going to lose some of it. So that's why it's very important that you got to pick your points accurately. Okay? So it makes more to it.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
So, like for Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman, let's do AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. Okay. And at that point, I pick Samoa Joe with his Coquita clutch.
Yeah.
So that means I lost 13 points.
No.
Yep.
Wait.
Yeah.
What happened now? If you pick Samoa Joe,
right,
to win
with the Coquita clutch, that means I lost 13 points.
Oh, and if AJ wins, you were saying?
Yeah.
And you pick Samoa Joe? Yeah, you lose 13 points.
And what if I put Samoa Joe and I don't put any DQ? Blah,
you have to.
You have to.
You have to.
Or that points don't count?
Huh?
Or those points don't count?
What points?
Like if I put it down, but I didn't put down how he lost. Like if I put down, AJ Styles to be the winner.
Yeah.
Okay, but I didn't put down how he's gonna win.
You have to put it down.
Yeah, so that those points are not counted. That's what I'm asking.
They'll be they'll be nullified.
Okay.
See, the thing is, Mimi Goody is a woman of the people, so she's asking the questions that you people out there with definitely, I'm not gonna pick because I'm not gonna risk it. No. See, she knows.
Sure, I
turn her mind to your minds, people.
Yeah.
So those of you listening that were, I'm not gonna pick. You're gonna lose the points altogether if you don't pick.
If you don't pick them,
so you might as well just.
So you have to pick. This is being forced.
Okay, no, that's what I'm asking.
So yeah,
because,
if you don't pick the stipulation, then you lose those 10 points automatic. It doesn't matter if you picked AJ Styles to win, in this case, and didn't pick how he won. Even though if he wins, you don't get those 10 points.
Right.
You lose. Nope.
So
this is a way to force people to pick it. So like I said, you can.
It's a high stakes.
It is very high stakes.
Okay.
And the thing of it is, like, if you do max out your points, if you pick 10, you can actually win just 7. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because if you pick AJ Styles to win, and see, because the thing is, AJ Styles has 2 ways to win: a pin or submission.
Right.
So if you pick pin and he wins by submission, you lose 3 points.
Right, so you get 7. Okay, I get it. Okay,
so, but if, let's just say you went 7 points and you picked submission to win, and that's how he won, you get 10 points altogether. So you can still get 10 points.
Right.
Just got to do it smart. Or you can get a max of 13.
Right, okay.
Now, the other added stipulation, I thought this was funny, but it should happen, is you have to predict whether the Spanish announce table will be used during the pay-per-view. It's either yes or no. It's nothing extravagant. You can say this will be at the end of the card that we'll post on every pay-per-view points game. So yeah, you got to pick meaning if the Spanish announce table gets crushed. They don't have to stand. If they're standing on it, that's not being used. It's got to get crushed, like it always does.
Like it always does.
The not the German, not the Japanese. It's the Spanish announce table only.
Because this is a Spanish group, and we got to represent the Espanol.
You just went all racist right there.
Yes, yes. I did.
Yes, yes. And then you went country. So anyway, yeah, it's only the Spanish announce table because for years, they always use the Spanish announce table as the gimmick to get their table destroyed. And obviously they did it on this one too. So if you pick that they do, you get an additional 2 points. You didn't go crazy. It's just 2 points.
2 puntos.
Just 2. Yeah. So it's either a yes or no. Yes, they will. No, they won't.
Sí or no.
And
how about a sí or no?
Sí or no. There you go. So it's either sí meaning yes or no meaning no.
Wow, I didn't even realize.
Yeah, I know. I just taught y'all some Spanish knowledge right there.
I speak Spanish.
Yeah, I'm glad to have assisted in that, Rick, and proud of you. So, but yeah, so if you guess it wrong, guess what? You only lose 10 points. If you guess it right, you get an extra 2 points. So it's just to make things interesting. I think I liked it. When I read it, I was like, okay, I can deal with this. And it's like I said, it makes people think, too, about how they got to predict their matches instead of saying, oh, this guy's going to win, this guy's going to win, this guy, oh, max out all my points.
Maybe this may help you, Ocho Perfecto. I mean...
But no, Uno Stinko, you mean?
Uno Stinko.
Wow. Yeah, maybe it might. Well, because, see, and Matt likes to do shit like that, too. He likes to say, well, he's going to win by this and this and this. So we're putting your ass to the test.
Word.
I mean, not lately, though, because your ass hasn't won in God knows how long. So,
but his ass been stinking lately.
Since 1957. Yeah. So, anyway, all right, let's go straight on to the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. All right, so overall, what do you guys think of the pay-per-view, though? Seriously.
I thought it was good. I thought it was good till the last match.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Well, a lot of people are complaining about it, but Rick.
I think the Universal title match was a joke, and I think the WWE title match was a bore fest. I think everything else was good.
Dang. Yeah. All right. I thought it was good. I'm going to tell you this much. I agree with a lot of people saying that they don't like the whole no decision, no contest thing.
Right.
I don't have a problem with it, but the only problem that I do have is that this is a Hell in a Cell match. How is there not no contest?
Right. Exactly.
You know. So that I agree with, but I do agree with. I love. I really do like no contests because it's different. Mm-hmm. So, all right. Now, here are the matches. The opening, the pre-show, it was for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. The New Day versus Rusev and Aiden English. Thoughts on that?
I'm glad it was the pre-show.
Predictable.
It was a little predictable. Yeah, New Day wins. Then the first Hell in a Cell, Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton.
Listen,
what is wrong with Randy?
Yo,
and that screwdriver.
Oh wait! He got to go back in the book, don't he?
No, it's still there. You never took him out.
Yeah, because that shit is getting worse. But I do have to say this, and it's up to you guys. Mm-hmm. So it's up to us. I think we got to open up that vault. I think we do.
No.
I think this match was amazing.
It was good, but it's not vault worthy. I don't think.
I don't think so either.
I don't know, man. That match.
Let's do a poll then. I disagree. The fans of Wrestling POV, if you're listening, I'm disagreeing with it. I think Mimi's disagreeing with it. Rick's the only one agreeing with this. But to be fair,
a great match.
To be fair, because if one of us disagrees, we got to put it as a poll. We'll put it out as a poll.
Right.
All right. And you know what? Once we put this poll out, I need to hear why you think that this match is vote. I don't want to just see you vote. Just put down on the comments why you think. Change my mind. And change Mimi Goody's mind. Yeah. And if you don't like it, put it in there too to change Rick's mind. So is that fair, Rick? We'll put it as a poll.
I agree.
Basically, every time that happens, if one of us doesn't agree, we do put it as a poll anyway. So we'll put that out as a poll. And make sure you comment, too, on why you think that this match was either good or vote-worthy or not good and should not be in the vote. Keep it out. Me, personally, I don't think it was that great. I expected more. The ending of the match, I mean, Jesus Christ, Randy Orton got off the table like 5 seconds and just stood there. So,
but the guy was missing part of his leg.
That's true too. That was disgusting. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was disgusting.
My wife was just. It's like that's flesh. That's flesh.
Yeah. They took a big chunk out of it. It was
trying to figure out what was hanging from his leg, and it was so disgusting.
Yeah.
And it was because Jeff Hardy did the swanton on that broken ass chair.
Yeah.
It was just so. Oh my god. And then Jeff Hardy reversed his belt and used the metal part on Randy's back.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh, this match was gruesome,
it was.
It was gruesome,
but I expected more.
I did,
especially that botched ending. To me, that was botched.
Yes.
It was botched. Anyway,
I just realized what would have been great if Jeff would have got RKO'd swinging off. Randy just stood up and RKO'd. Exactly. I was thinking about that too if that would have happened.
Yeah. So we got little T. She's on the air. Say hi.
Hi.
She called in because she's disagreeing with you, Rick.
Oh, what else is new? Everybody disagrees.
Is that right, Little T?
What about?
Just go along with it. Hold on, I'm gonna put you back on the air. Wait, shit, damn. All right, y'all didn't hear that part, right? Sorry, Little T, you were disagreeing, right?
Yes.
See, Rick? I mean, it's
Always.
You know, she called because of the simple fact.
Just to say that.
She called just to say that because she was listening, and she's upset.
Yeah.
So
a live caller on a tape show.
Exactly, and you know, but that's just how we roll. That's just how we roll in the Wrestling POV podcast. So it's just how. Hey, we're that good.
She just knew.
She knew. All right, so up next was the SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch. What are your thoughts?
Good match. Good match.
What?
Becky got that win.
I think, I thought it was a good match too, and I'm glad that Becky did get that win, and I'm glad that she was acting up too.
Yeah. Now, wait. What are your thoughts, Rick?
I thought it was a good match. I mean,
Okay.
I was excited about it.
It was. I would have liked more of a double turn on this one, but I still like. Yeah.
Tony and his Charlotte thing, man.
No,
Let it go.
no. I would have. Why would I want her to turn heel?
Because you love Charlotte, and Charlotte's way better as a heel.
She is.
She is. So
But
you
honestly,
want it.
though, I think it was too quick of a title change. They could have
They
waited till
want
Evelyn.
her to beat her dad. That's what it is.
Okay, so new champion Becky Lynch. Up next, Raw Tag Team Champion Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. This match was really good. You didn't think so,
It
Rick?
was too long.
You think it was too long?
Yeah, absolutely.
It was good. It was
It
good.
was really good.
Sick of these four.
It is good, but it was, and I agree with both of you. It was good, but I also agree that it was too long.
Yeah. I still liked it,
Sick
though.
of these four guys.
I'm telling you, I'm predicting this right now. Drew McIntyre will be champion by next year.
We shall see.
Just watch. The man's a beast. He's a beast. Mm-hmm. So, anyways.
That's what you said about the
winners
Tony
was
Damas.
Raw Tech. Who did I say that? What?
Tony Damas.
That's right. He came out his shell.
Oh, so someone else came out.
Somebody else came out. Hi. This is Tony Damas here. Just on Sundays, y'all. Well, actually, I'm taking over Saturdays, y'all.
Girl, bye.
All right. He left.
Bye.
Tony Damas left. Okay, so now winners was Drew and Dolph. Yeah, it was a little too long, but it was okay. It was good. I liked it. I liked it a lot, actually. Next, it was a WWE Championship. AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. Rick, what didn't you like about this? I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I think I'm just sick of AJ as champion.
What?
I'm just sick
So
of
wait a minute. Let me ask you a question. Do you like the flip-flop champions, or do you like a champion that's hold the title for a long time and then get that shock value when he loses?
The thing is, he keeps on winning. He beat Shinsuke 3 goddamn times.
Yeah.
Now he beat Joe 2 times. He's about to beat Joe a 3rd time.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be Daniel Bryan to come out of nowhere and beat him on the first try.
Ooh.
Explain that.
Yeah.
That's the logic. That's what I don't get. Like, Daniel Bryan got his ass beat by The Miz a bunch of times. Samoa Joe beat him a bunch of times. But Daniel Bryan's going to beat AJ on 1 try. I don't want to see that.
Right.
So, I'm just sick of it. AJ, I'm done. Cut your hair, bro. Take a break. Stay with your family. Go to Wendy's.
Stop tipping Charlotte.
Exactly.
Just so you guys see that, it was he tripped her on the mix,
Yeah, where did he trip her, Tony?
in the Mix Match Challenge. I hate you guys. All right, so but he retains. I thought this match was really good. Samoa Joe, man, he's gonna have that title soon. It's gonna be on one of the. But Tony Damas is coming out, y'all. He's gonna win it in one of the big pay-per-views, y'all. He's gonna win it in either Survivor Series. He's gonna win it either in Royal Rumble, or he's gonna win it at WrestleMania or the SummerSlam.
All right.
Tony Damas out.
Just
He
went
left.
from He just went from a homosexual to an Asian.
He did, too. He went back in the closet. Anyway, so yeah, you know what? He is. I think he's going to win that title on one of the 4 major pay-per-views. My opinion.
Okay.
Up next, Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella.
You and Tony Thomas are the same person?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, 2 different people. Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella versus The Miz and Maurice. Shocking to see that Maurice and The Miz won.
Again.
I don't know how. I can't lie. During this match, I was taking a deuce. So I was.
You're taking a deuce in the ring.
Exactly. But now, don't get me wrong. I started to watch it, and then I lost so much interest in it. I had to take a deuce. So I was like, you know what? This is a good time for me to do it. So I came back for the finish, and that's here. Yeah, no, nothing. All right, I came back to see the finish of it, and for me, I wasn't too happy with this match. I expected a lot more. I was shocked to see The Miz and Maurice win.
And what's more shocking is that Maurice did a regular pin.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, she's pulling the tights.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. They added that shit to it. Yeah. Anyway,
Lord.
So up next, it was the Raw Women's Championship. Ronda Rousey versus Alexa Bliss. All right, I'm gonna just go right to it. Ronda wins. Man, everybody, please don't get me wrong. I am really, really rooting for Ronda, but oh my God, it's wrong. It's really, really wrong. There's a lot wrong with this. She's not ready. I'm sorry. She's just not ready. Just not ready. Rick?
It's dangerous. It's dangerous having her in the ring. Yeah. Not only that, she's trash talking as a babyface.
Yeah,
shouldn't be doing
I
that.
Get it. She's trying to get the crowd hyped, but it's too much.
Yeah, and it's such a thing as overkill.
Exactly.
You know, it's like a cat playing with a mouse. While it's like it's killing it, but it's just like keeping it alive just so it can enjoy itself. And that's what Ronda's doing to Alexa, and you're looking like a heel doing that.
Exactly.
And a bully.
And the thing is, these guys should know that. Whoever's training her, they should know that. And they're not telling her. It's come on, man. Say, hey, tone it down on the trash talking. You know, it's just way too much. Anyway.
And the thing is, if Ronda was like that in the UFC, it would have been different. Maybe I would have liked her.
Yeah, well, it's because she's so concentrating on her fight. She don't got time to trash talk.
Yeah.
And she got to realize.
She don't have that swag.
Yeah.
She don't have that swag. Because when Holly Holm hit her, she just got quiet. When Nunez hit her, she got quiet and started crying. So you don't like it happening to you. Exactly. Don't do it to other people.
Yeah. And plus, if you're
don't be a bully, be a star.
She's and the thing is, she's in a different world now, you know, and that's what a lot of UFC people got to understand. This is a whole different ball game, you know. You're not like you're at the UFC. This is different. This is very, very different, and it's all about character development. It's all about how you act in the ring as a babyface or a heel. A heel obviously is easier, but as a face and what she is representing, it's not meshing. For me, it's not meshing because she's got to tone it down. And I'm telling you, I've been saying this shit since day one. She needs she got to change. Wear some knee pads or go wear some pants. Do something. It's a plain Jane look, and I'm not digging it. I'm not. Shayna Baszler, you see how she looks? I like that look on her. That's a good look. That's a good UFC look. You know? And even my dog Bailey agrees. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, all right. So she wins. She retains. Main event, Universal Championship. Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman. Now, let me tell you something. You wasn't shocked to see Brock Lesnar return?
I was. But then I was just like, damn, man. No Bray Wyatt, then. But then I was still like, hey, Baron Corbin can still come in and cash in.
Because they never announced it.
Yeah, and not expecting them to just end the show.
Yeah, which pissed a lot of people off.
I was telling my wife, I said, listen, they put up that little thing in the corner just to make it seem like they're going to end the show and then someone's going to come out.
Yeah.
No. They ended the show.
Nothing at all. Anyway, so that's your Hell in a Cell. All right. Final thoughts on Hell in a Cell? Yay? Nay?
Could have been better.
Yes.
What do you? Yeah, definitely could have been better. What do you give it though on ABCs? Or do you want ABC or scale 1 to 10?
A B minus.
You give it a B minus? That high, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I give it a C. Okay. A strong C. That's it. Rick?
All right, I'll give it a stronger C and I'll give it a C plus. I'll be right in the middle.
Okay, there you go. So, all right. All right. Yeah. You know what? Let's go straight on to Raw notes. Kicking off, it was Roman Reigns. He's talking about the unfortunate events at the Hell in a Cell where Brock Lesnar interrupted. He offered Strowman a rematch, though. Interesting. Baron Corbin came out, though. He said that he shall face Roman in a title match himself. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, very ridiculous. Where are we? Where was I? Oh, yeah. So, but at the Crown Jewel pay-per-view, it will be Roman versus Brock versus Braun. No? Nothing?
No.
All right.
No.
Okay, calm down, Rick.
It's just like these three people are, again, all over the Universal title, and then the other four guys have the other 3 titles. It's just like, all right with the Shield,
Yeah.
and the Pact.
But not only that, they're hogging the titles now.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't noticed, and they're combining all 3 titles in one match, and that I don't like. You know, because think about it. Universal's title's not going to be defended. Raw Tag Team title's not going to be defended. The IC title not going to be defended.
Nope.
They hijacked all 3 to make one goddamn match.
Yep.
That's bullshit. I don't like that.
Me neither,
You're right.
too.
You're right. This needs to end real quick.
In Australia, wouldn't it be kangaroo shit?
Yes, it will be.
Yeah, well, wow, that's really smart of him.
Yeah, I think he looked that up. Yeah. All right, first matchup. It was Dean Ambrose versus Drew McIntyre. I'm telling you, man, I'm a fan of Drew McIntyre. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, watch. Tony Diamond said it earlier. He's going to be champ by next year in one of the big pay-per-views.
We shall see.
He hit them with the Claymore kick and got the 3 count.
Yep.
All right. Then up next was Chad Gable versus Victor from the Ascension. Obviously, Chad Gable won. Now, what the hell was going on with Connor? I mean, what the hell was that going on?
I guess they're gonna have him just fight Bobby Roode next week.
No split up?
Some nonsense. No, I just think he was just angry that they lost again.
Okay, sure. All right. So the Undertaker, he came out and to a huge reaction. Nothing from you guys?
No.
This was done with this too. Why are we spending 6 weeks talking about Undertaker versus Triple H?
Right? Like, who gives a fuck?
It's 2018, people.
Okay. Damn.
He had a double hip replacement.
True.
He had a 3-minute match at WrestleMania against John Cena.
Jesus Christ.
But he won that match.
He's been in the company for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
He won that match, though, by the way.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Jesus Christmas.
Hey, it's too early for that.
No, it was the ugly part of the show.
That was the ugly part of the show. All right, so he's talking about that Triple H's delusion will be his downfall, and and then he's okay with Shawn Michaels being in Triple H's corner because he's gonna have Kane at his corner.
It just makes no sense. Why?
None. But of course, you know that's gonna end up being a tag at the other show. Anyway, so Bayley versus Dana Brooke. Solo Dana Brooke. Okay. Bayley wins. Bayley to Bayley. I was trying to hype it up. Didn't work.
No.
All right. Authors of Pain versus another enhancement talent. They destroyed him. Mm-hmm. Pretty much. That's
this is like when Braun and Nia Jax came into Raw and they had like 8 months of squash matches.
Now, I'm going to ask you guys again then. Do you guys mind that, or it's like this is too much of it?
I mind it.
I don't mind it, but they do they overkill with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They do 1 or 2 matches like that, but don't do 8.
Okay. They didn't do 8 yet, but okay.
It's pretty damn close.
Pretty damn close, yeah. All right, so Seth Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler in an Intercontinental title match. Throughout the show, Baron Corbin was convincing Dolph to do it, and because he said that Seth won't show up, and he'll be forced to hand over the title, but he was there. Anyway, good match. I dug it. I liked it. Seth. Now the thing with Seth, I don't know if any of you guys noticed. The thing with Seth, he likes to have long matches.
Yes.
And he loves telling the story with his matches. So I give him props for, but sometimes it can be a little bit too long. This was a little bit too long, but I did like it.
But I'm over it, Tony.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
Dolph versus Seth.
No, I actually, because what are they going to do next week?
Seth versus Dolph.
No, Dean versus Dolph.
Yeah.
That's what's just going to end up happening. And Seth versus Drew.
Yeah.
All right. So now up next, it was the Ronda Rousey's Open Challenge. Lots wrong with this because of the simple fact that she didn't know how to do an open challenge. How do you do an open challenge? I'm like new here, like, oh my god, like, you
so
know?
let's go out there.
So I just go out there. That's
Bella
it.
Twins, the Bella Twins are on my last goddamn nerve. I'm sick of them. And Nikki, stop touching your hair.
I know, right?
Stop.
What the hell's up with that?
God,
So-
you got lice or something.
Jesus Christ.
It's been a while since she had extensions put in.
That's true too.
Jesus Christ.
So, she's out there. Ronda Rousey's out there. She's doing her whole open challenge thing. And then Natalia's music hit. A little shocked by that. But she was being carried out by the Riot Squad. Now, I'm going to tell you, when they all came out and they attacked Ronda Rousey, I don't know if, as a worker, I noticed these things. So, I'm going to tell you what I saw. Homegirl. Not Liv Morgan, the other one. Sarah Logan. Sarah Logan. She she was telling Ronda what to do. I don't know if you guys saw that. Because Ronda screwed up a few times.
You think?
And that's why Sarah Logan kept coming in the ring. Because she was telling her what her spot was supposed to be.
Right.
So that I noticed, but so very sloppy, very, very sloppy. And then Rick's homegirls, the Bellas, they came running down, which, I had to watch the Bellas running down, particularly Nikki. I had to keep watching because I thought there was a trip somewhere, and then I thought they were talking to each other, so I rewound it again to watch it. And then when they came, and then I had to put it in slow motion because I thought somebody threw something at Nikki in particular, so I had to zoom in on that part. There was something
I'm
wrong.
interested in this footage. If you could send me,
I will. I'm gonna send it. The thing of it is, I had to watch it about 20 times. And seriously, because there was some stuff going on that I couldn't tell. It was with Nikki though, not Brie. More of Nikki, and I zoomed in on Nikki, and I still couldn't figure it out. I'm gonna have to watch it about the 20 more times before I send it to you, Rick. So I just had to throw that out there. But if anybody else knows, what?
Don't take too long.
I won't.
Sometimes a second pair of eyes.
I agree.
Definitely helps.
I agree. Yeah. But there was definitely, and if you guys saw it.
You guys are cochinos.
No, we're not cochinos. We're doing our jobs. Okay, stop calling us the kitchen. So anyway, you lived in New Mexico way too long. So like I said, there was something there. But if you guys saw it, please let me know so I can keep watching this. Yeah. I will send it to you, Rick, today and via email. Please don't ever let me say via again. So anyway, all three of them slammed the Riot Squad, and that was it. They stood tall. Thoughts or no thoughts?
No thoughts.
No, it's ridiculous.
It was.
And Nikki's gonna be fighting Ronda for the title, so we know what's gonna happen.
I'm curious to see how that's gonna turn out. Jeepers. Anyways, So the Elias segment, he said whoever interrupted him in all 3 weeks, it all boiled down to jealousy. Then Lio Rush came in, interrupted his trash talking about Bobby Lashley. He introduced him in, and then he reintroduces himself to the wrestling WWE universe. This part was funny. Elias said he'll call security and blame irresponsible parents for letting him in. I thought that was funny. That was quite funny.
It was hilarious.
It was hilarious. Then it ended up being Elias versus Bobby Lashley. Lashley had all the momentum, but he was caught with a knee. Kevin Owens came out and he went straight for Leo, and that's when we saw the bing, bing, bing. You want to talk about Ricochet? Mm-hmm. That was Leo. He was like bing, bing, bing all over the damn place.
All over the damn place.
Doing some Spider-Man flips and all this other crazy shit. Bobby Lashley kind of messed it up at the end when he was trying to hoist him on his shoulders, and Leo kind of went backwards instead of
forwards.
Yeah. But that was pretty funny. So then Ember Moon, she comes out with a mystery partner, and guess who it was? It's not like most girls. I don't have to. I thought Miguel would do the jingle for me. Thanks, Miguel. But anyway, it was Nia Jax. She returned from injury. Yeah. So they fought against Mickie James and Alicia Fox. Mickie got caught with the Eclipse with Ember sending her out. Nia Jax hit a Samoan drop on Alicia Fox, and they picked up the win. No? Nothing?
Interesting.
Okay. That's stupid. Thanks, guys. All right, so the main event, it was Roman Reigns versus Baron Corbin. Back and forth. Baron threw a chair at Reigns, which he ended up getting disqualified, but then Corbin restarted the match, which you kind of knew it was going to happen. And, it was there. And he ended up making it a no DQ. Roman hit the Superman punch in the ring, and then Braun appeared with Ziggler and McIntyre, and then all of a sudden the rest of the Shield came out. The Shield took out the Dogs of War with suicide dives, but as Roman was about to leap at Braun, Corbin interfered. Reigns hit the spear and they get the pinfall, retaining the title. That was it. That was your Raw. Sorry. The good, the bad, and the ugly of Raw. Excuse me.
And the stinky. And the stinky of Raw.
And the stinky, and the kakaduki.
And the doo-doo.
And the doo-doo. All right, so the good. 2 title matches. I thought that was pretty neat. Drew McIntyre is just looking like a beast, man. The Undertaker's return. I know you guys didn't like it, but I dug it. And the number one thing that was, for me, the good, was just Nikki running down the ramp. There was something going on there, like I said. And if anybody can point it out to me just so I can keep watching that footage, that'd be helpful. The bad. AOP versus Jobbers. That's all I put. Enough with them. I agree with you guys. That's just too much. Put them in the storyline already. And then Bobby Lashley's botch with Leo didn't almost make it up. Too funny. And the ugly Ronda Rousey, homegirl. I'm rooting for you. I really, really, really am. But you're too noticeably green. Belt too early. That's how I see it.
I say more like a peach color.
I say that they doing to her what they tried to do with freaking All Red Everything. Because she was fucking green too. I'm sorry.
No, first of all, she was red. Second of all, she's way better than Ronda Rousey. Don't even get me started.
You are smoking on that wacky tobacco.
Ronda Rousey, that's about it.
Shoot, no, she's way too green right now to be in the position that she's in right now.
Tony, you know what I think it is? You haven't seen the footage that I've seen of Eva Marie. I have private selections.
We're not talking about Eva Marie right now. We're talking about Ronda Rousey, pendejo.
Wow, she went with the pendejo and everything.
I can send you private videos that I have of Eva Marie.
Yeah, I would like to see it.
It will explain to you why I feel like she is well worth it to be in the WWE.
Right.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
You're definitely going to want to see it.
Whatever.
At all angles.
All right. But back to Ronda.
I'm not the one with you in the closet watching her.
Oh, I would like to see that one. No. I just had a visual.
All right, so she's just too green. Back to Ronda Rousey, not Eva Marie. She is. She needs more training. If they really was desperate to put her on TV, fine. But the role that she's playing in is too no. She don't need to be in that role. Because now my question is, how do you get the belt off her? Mm-hmm. Seriously.
Exactly.
My point. Anyway.
I would imagine you just unbuckle it.
That too.
Oh my God.
That too. All right, that's a roll. I don't know either. All right, so we're going to take a quick pause for the cause. When we come back, we're going to go over SmackDown Breakdown and NXT POV. Be right back.
Hey, this is your Olympic hero, Kurt Angle. Listen to the Wrestling POV podcast. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
And we are back. Ladies and gentlemen, the Wrestling POV podcast is looking for a new theme song. We got the beat. We got the rhythm. All we need you is to write down some lyrics and the vocals to lay down. We want you to lay the rhyme down on our beat. And
that's right.
Will put you on our show, guys. You will be on every episode of the Wrestling POV podcast. How great is that? All you have to do is send it to us on our Facebook page or email us at wrestlingpov@gmail.com. And we will have you, and if we pick you, and we select you, you will be on every episode of the Wrestling POV podcast. We'll even give you a shout out on the episodes. Listen, you want to be on the show, guys. It's all over the world.
Yeah.
People will hear your voice.
That's right.
All you have to do is use the name Wrestling POV Podcast and mention each one of us on the show. Tony Diaz, Mimi Goody, Rick Serrano III, and Miguel Cole.
Yeah.
And throw in some of our catchphrases. I mean, come on, guys.
That's
it's a great opportunity. If you know any rappers that you know from the hood, from Brooklyn, from Minnesota, from Canada, from London, from New Mexico, from San Jose, from San Francisco, from San Diego, all over this, from Indiana,
Compton,
anywhere. I mean, not Compton. Compton's kind of tough. But no, Compton. Why not? But from all the listeners all over, what about Long Island, Strong Island, Todd Silver? You gotta know a rapper or two. I mean, you're gangsta as hell.
No, you know why I'm laughing? I thought he said he's gay as hell.
I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that.
Not that there's anything wrong with it, but you said
that's
it so
only
damn
Tony
fast. And well, Rick on Sundays. But you said it so damn fast.
And Tony Thomas on Saturday.
And Tony Thomas on Saturday, yeah. But you said it so damn fast. I thought you said gay.
He's got, you know what he got on the brain? Team.
No.
Team.
There's anything wrong with that.
Anyway, there's anything wrong with that. But listen, we need a rapper. So if you know a rapper that wants to get noticed and wants to get his name out there, listen, it's a great, a great opportunity.
Or duet.
To put on or a duet, anything. We want to hear what you guys got. So let us know. Again, send it to our Facebook page at Wrestling POV or email us at wrestlingpov@gmail.com. All right, guys, it's now time for the SmackDown
Breakdown.
Break it down. Degenerate into something cool. You just got tired of doing what you're told to do. Like a break, boy, yeah. Like a break, little man. Break it down.
We are back. SmackDown Live opens up with The Miz on Miz TV, and he's interviewing Maryse, Wrestling POV champion Todd Silver's woman.
What?
She said, I'm the Miz's woman.
I mean, he's a Browns fan, though. I mean,
is he really?
He get a win. Congrats. Yeah, him and Dolph Ziggler are Brown fans.
And The Miz, too.
That's what
he was just
saying.
saying.
You said Dolph Ziggler.
He said he's a Browns fan. Him and The Miz.
Oh, I thought you said Dolph Ziggler.
Him and Dolph Ziggler. That's what I said.
Yeah, and I said The Miz.
But that's what he said.
I was talking about The Miz first.
Yes, that's what he said. That's what he said.
I said because you guys said that Maurice was Mrs. And I said, yeah, but he's a Browns fan, so Silver could jump in there.
All right.
I mean, the fact that I have to explain these things, it's not my fault. All right.
Woo!
So Miz and Maurice are in the ring, and they're just talking about how they're better, and that this is Maurice's last time on SmackDown. That she's going back to being a mom.
Yep.
Good for her.
Yep.
I mean, I feel bad for Miz because Miz needs her. Yeah. I really do feel that way.
We'll see.
Then Daniel Bryan came out. I mean, Daniel Bryan came out. They did a little shucky ducky quack quack thing going on where Maurice pretended to get hurt by the Miz, and Daniel Bryan was just like, "Are you okay, Maurice?" And they tried to shucky ducky him, and he knew something was up, and he ended up getting the best of Maurice and the Miz. And he went out to call them cowards. Now, Tony, you mentioned something about this, about the coward thing.
Yeah. What? What? You lost me.
Didn't you say something about Daniel Bryan saying coward?
Yes, because he's trying to make it relevant and it's not working.
Yeah.
And you said it about going into...
So, yeah, I think coward needs to go in the book. He says it too damn much. He says it all the time. And, yeah. And I think it's going to be barred from being said on the show. Seriously. I just think it's a permanent thing.
We'll call it the C word.
We'll call it the C word. And, yeah, I seriously think it needs to be in the book. So.
All right.
Do the honors.
All right. Coward, I mean the C word. You just read the book.
All right.
Man,
had a brain fart.
Next up we had... It's more like an explosive diarrhea fart. Yeah, okay. Kingston versus Cesaro. Kofi Kingston and Cesaro. I thought it was a good match. Cesaro ended up picking up the win.
Actually, hold up. Michael Hunsinger made a request and said that if we can put Kofi Kingston acting as a white commentator or interviewer, that we should put him in the book.
All right, before we decide on that, I'm just going to say this. Kofi Kingston never said that he was being a white commentator. He never put...
So the blonde wig didn't give it away? And him talking?
Wig, anybody can have blonde hair. Anybody can sound like that. I've seen black, brown, yellow people sound like that. And hello, everybody out here right now. I mean, so... And a little bit of a stretch, but I do hate Kramer Kingsman. So, if you want to put Kramer Kingsman into the book, I'm full for it. But, again, I don't think they never said they're portraying a white character. Just to be fair.
Right. Go ahead.
So, Kramer Kingsman, you just made the book.
I thought you said we weren't putting him in the book.
You don't want to put him in the book?
Oh, I could care less.
I can't take it out. I mean, I can't take it out after I put him in.
No, that's true too, but we can still take it out after we do it. But, I mean, my thing is this. They complain.
It's annoying.
It is annoying. It's very annoying. But my thing is that he complained about Hulk Hogan being that they ain't going to talk to, oh, he's not doing it, whatever. So I'm just like, all right, wait a minute. Hold up. You're against all that, but then yet you're portraying a white guy. Because come on, Rick, it is what it is. He's acting like a white guy. He's acting like a white guy. We all know that. So stop. He is. Anyway, so I say okay, let's put him in the book. But once it's done, then obviously we take it out.
Yeah.
All right, so I gotta do the honors.
Kramer Kingman, you just make the book.
Now another request too. We're going off of the requests here. It was from Jazzy J. actually.
Okay.
And she requested that we put Baron Corbin's acting skills in the book.
I definitely agree on that because he's just been terrible.
Yeah, and the way, I mean, I think the problem with some of these guys that don't know how to do promo work is that they're so concentrating on memorizing what has been written for them. And that's why it's been so terrible. So, Mimi, what do you think?
I think it should go in the book.
Okay.
All right, so
Baron Corbin's cookie skills.
Cookie skills? What the fuck was that?
The acting skills.
So you said Baron Corbin's cookie skills?
All right, fine. Go ahead, Rick.
That's what you get.
Baron Corbin's acting. You just read the book.
All right,
can we move on?
Yes.
Kofi Kingston versus.
Well, we got one more request. No, I'm kidding.
Kofi Kingston versus Cesaro. I thought it was a good match. Cesaro ended up picking up the win, which means Sheamus will probably face Xavier Woods next week and lose.
Yeah.
Then backstage, Rusev and Lana are talking, and Aiden English walks in, and he apologized about the Hell in a Cell loss, and he has a good feeling about Rusev's match, and Rusev says yes, because you won't be in the match. Yep. And Aiden's like, you can't possibly be blaming me, and Rusev is like, yes, I am. And Aiden just walks 2 feet away, and starts ripping Rusev and Lana apart and saying that Rusev Day was his idea, and Lana is just not a good manager, she's just a bad wife or whatever. And Lana was right there. I mean, she was 2 feet away. And she heard and Aiden tries to apologize, and Lana's like, I'm gonna go tell my husband.
She said it just like that too.
Just like that. Then Randy Orton was backstage in the truck looking at some videos. I mean, similar to what Tony does with Nikki Bella. He was looking at his dirty work with Jeff Hardy's ear, and says that he did everything to Jeff Hardy will pale in comparison to what he does to his next victim.
Yeah.
What are you guys thinking about this, like, creepy ass Randy Orton?
It's creepy.
It's very creepy.
I mean, this guy is.
My thing is, because obviously they did this Hell in a Cell match to write Jeff Hardy off for a little while.
Yeah.
So where does Randy Orton go from here?
We'll find out next week.
He can go anywhere but in the ring.
Okay, that didn't make sense, but
keep his ass in the back. Keep his ass in the back.
This is gonna keep being this creepy dude.
He's
always been creepy. Is he gonna keep doing this persona that he's? I mean, because who else that's wrestling has gauges in their ear that he can do that to? Seriously. He can't do it to nobody else unless somebody has
Maybe he'll find another hole to stick his finger in.
Whoa!
It's called Miguel Cole.
I'm not gonna go there.
That hole is only for Mr. Rick.
Oh man. Unbelievable.
All right.
Moving on.
Styles is just talking about how he almost lost his title, and that Joe got everything he deserves, and that in Australia it's gonna be no counts, no disqualification, anything goes. But tonight he has to focus on Andrade Cien Almas. All right. Then we're backstage again, and Lana's trying to tell Rusev something. And again, it's kind of weird because Rusev was like 2 minutes away from Lana, but it took like a 10-minute segment in between for her to catch up to him. And Rusev says, no, I have to focus on my match. And Rusev said, Aiden, can you do the honors? And Aiden's like, oh, of course I can. And U.S. title match, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Rusev. Guys, this was a good match. I love the different, it was long, but I enjoyed it. It was... You have it's 2 different styles of wrestling in the ring, and it actually worked out really well. I love what Shinsuke was doing in the ring.
Right.
Shinsuke needs to be on TV a lot more, and this was a good win for him. And Rusev losing, I honestly thought there was some. I thought he could have picked up the win. I thought maybe by chance he could have actually gotten a win here. But again, it was a good match. Aiden English distracts him by telling him Rusev crush. Rusev gets schoolboyed, and then after the match, Lana gets in the ring and was just like upset, and Rusev was upset, and Aiden English just blew that microphone up on this dude's head. Like, he went crazy with that microphone. Lana is screaming, yeah! Yeah! And Aiden English just says, Aiden English just says, happy Rusev Day. It works out. So what do you guys think?
All right, what else? I mean, it's for me. I don't want to say it was flip-floppity, but it was too. It was too much of it, and it didn't lead to me being shocked that this happened.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was trying too hard to be on the team. I don't know. There's just, for me, there's just a lot of things wrong with it, and they were hot, and they took that momentum away from them. And if they would have did it then I would have been like, oh wow, damn. But this thing has been up and down, and then when they were hot, they did nothing with them, and then now they're doing nothing. Now they want to do something with them. I don't know.
Jessica,
but the thing is, now the feud is going to be Aiden English and Rusev.
Right?
Yeah. And I'm excited about it, honestly. I think Aiden English had a lot of potential when he first came to SmackDown Live. He had a good push for a little while. He was doing some good things in the ring. And then he went to a Rusev Day. So I think if they pick up where he left off with the whole artiste, this has a good feud written all over it, I think.
Yeah.
Next up, we had AJ Styles versus Andrade Cien Almas. Great match.
Yeah.
The finish, AJ he rolled up the pin and he turned it into a Styles Clash. Amazing.
That was cool. Yeah.
Again, but Cien Almas loses. But AJ's a champ.
But you know what? Honestly, I don't know why I was feeling this, but I don't think this hurt Cien Almas.
No, because
I think because of the way the match was played out, it made him look strong. So.
Exactly, and I did hear they wanted to push him too. So
and push him out.
Well, speaking of push, Samoa Joe came in and started pushing AJ around until AJ got out of it and came in and just threw him over the barricade, and Joe ran away.
Speaking of Joe, have you seen a lot of his tweets and Instagrams and Twitter, whatever, your Facebook pages, pictures?
I don't stalk him.
Heading to Atlanta.
What's that supposed to mean?
Georgia, where Wendy lives.
Oh. Wendy!
Exactly. Daddy's coming home.
Motherfucker.
Whoa!
See? Oh, damn. I'm sorry, Joe. I wasn't supposed to blow it up.
Jesus Christ. Oh, wow. Alrighty then. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Alright, well, speaking of shit, the Iconics versus Naomi and Asuka. It was Asuka versus Billie Kay. Asuka picked up the win.
Yeah.
I don't like this pairing at all. Asuka and Naomi, I don't like it at all. I just don't think it works at all. This tag match will be at the Super Showdown in Australia. Where the Iconics are.
It's a weird thing I found out about the Iconics was they both didn't like each other in high school. They hated each other in high school. Yeah, and,
that's probably why they don't mesh very well.
That could be why. But also, I think one of them, I forgot which one, made her debut when she was 18 years old.
Wow.
So, young age, and I think the one with the longer hair.
Billie Kay.
Billie Kay. She idolizes Eddie Guerrero. Is like her biggest idol and influence on why she got into wrestling. So, just thought I'd throw that out there.
Look at Tony doing his homework.
It's about freaking time.
I was doing a lot of investigative work You know,
because he was looking at the Iconics.
Yeah, I was looking at the Iconics, and you know, like I said, I'm still not done with Nikki first, so I got to deal with that, and then
okay.
And I will. Well, I just sent it to you, Rick. By the way.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The thing is, you may not want to be looking at Peyton Royce too hard because her perfect 10 boyfriend. She's dating Ty Dillinger.
What? Wow.
Throw that out there.
Yeah, man.
Ow.
Right.
And then last but not least, Becky Lynch had her championship coronation. Listen, guys, this was good. I'm loving this Becky. Becky was just messing around with Charlotte, saying, "You could just put the belt around my waist." And Charlotte had this look like, wait.
Yeah. She was like, bitch.
First of all, then she's like, you can just call me Queen. And Charlotte's like,
First of all.
And then as Charlotte's about to leave, Becky's like, bitch.
Yeah.
And then that's when Charlotte started brawling. But then Becky got the upper hand, literally, with the disarmer and just breaking this girl's arm. And Becky stood tall.
That's right.
And, that's your SmackDown. It is now time for the good, the bad, and the ugly of SmackDown Live. Alright, the good. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Rusev. AJ versus Andrade Cien Almas. Like, 2 great matches. Kofi versus Cesaro I thought was good. I thought both of the matches were good on the show. The bad, Maurice, The Miz, Daniel Bryan. At least they kept it to one segment.
Right.
And the ugly has to be the Iconics and Naomi and Asuka. Again, I don't like this pairing of Naomi and Asuka one bit.
No.
Yeah, so
I think it's funny, but no, I agree with you.
Yeah. Well, now let's kick it over to Miguel Cole with some words. Okay, so make sure you guys subscribe to our Facebook page or like our Facebook page at Wrestling POV. Also like us on Instagram at Wrestling POV1 and follow me on Twitter at Wrestling POV. I got a lot of nice tweets. David Arquette, Terry Crews,
and who?
It's been a slow week. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. Let's blow some things up. Yeah. Okay. Go to Mr. Rick. Alright, it is now time for NXT POV. Mamma mia! Alright, NXT. That's my iPad is loading. Opens up with a female tag team match. Dakota Kai and Tiana Purrazzo versus Aaliyah and Lacey Evans. This was a long match. This match went 15 minutes. When you have an hour show, a 15-minute slow-paced tag team match is not the way you want to go. Aaliyah and Lacey Evans picks up the win. Now, again, when you're putting these tag teams together, they're not even thinking about people that wrestle the same or anything. They're just throwing 4 random people in a tag team match. And I understand you're trying to build the women's division, a tag team division, but if you're going to do that,
they have
at least, come up with a name or come up with, similar ring gear or something. Because right now you have 4 random girls.
True.
Then, what's his name? Dream. Velveteen Dream is backstage. He's being interviewed, and he didn't like being asked about Aleister Black, and he's just like, if you're going to talk to the Dream, you only talk about the Dream. And he walked away. All right.
Yeah, sure.
Then we had Humberto Carrillo versus Jackson Riker, a.k.a. Gunner, formerly known as Gunner from Impact Wrestling. Yo, this guy is huge.
He is big, yeah.
He is big. He just squashed Humberto with his little slingshot powerbomb. Humberto looks too good, too. 22 years old from Mexico. He's cut up. It looks like a good luchador. He just got squashed. That's about it. Then we continue backstage with the Aleister Black interview with Candice LeRae. William Regal is asking about where Johnny Gargano was during the whole thing, and she just said he was backstage in the locker room area. Then we had Lars Sullivan will be in the ring next week. Also, we have Otis Dosovic versus Tommaso Ciampa. Something I'm not looking forward to. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
EC3 was also talking smack about Lars Sullivan. Then finally, we got into a double championship match with North American champion Ricochet versus the UK champion Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
Now, listen, you're never going to go wrong when you put these two guys in the ring against each other.
Nope.
Great match. Good back and forth action. But you had to know that there wasn't going to be a winner coming out of this match.
Yeah, no.
Someone like Pete Dunne has held this title for over 300 semi days. Ricochet just got that title. They're not going to have him drop it.
No.
The Undisputed Era comes out and attacks both men and causes a no contest. Not the finish I wanted, but it was a predictable one. So that's your NXT POV for the week.
Yes,
what do you guys think? Did you guys Ricochet and Pete Dunne?
I loved it. It was a good match, and obviously we're gonna see a rematch anyway. So
yeah, looking forward to it in the future. But again, if we're gonna have the same stipulation, we better goddamn have a winner.
True.
Word.
All right, it is now time for Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. Raw is currently ahead 3, SmackDown has 2, and NXT has 1.
Yep.
Every Wednesday after NXT airs, we have a Facebook poll where you guys use the like button emojis. You use the heart for Raw, the thumbs up for SmackDown, and the smiley face for NXT. And you guys get to vote, and you guys help us out on determining who we thought was best for the week. You guys have been wrong for a couple of weeks now. Hopefully one day you guys will see the light. And listen, I'm not crapping on you guys. I'm just saying, let's be real. Listen, I love SmackDown. Tony loves Raw. Mimi loves SmackDown. And, we all like NXT. But I picked Raw. I picked NXT. Tony does pick SmackDown from time to time. Mimi picks NXT from time to time. And it's just like, we're not stuck on one thing. We're being unbiased. We're using our POVs to pick. So, you the fans voted this week, and you guys voted in favor of NXT 44%. What? You picked Raw in second place with 32%, and you picked SmackDown in last place 24%.
Wow.
If I have to cast my vote, which I do, my vote would be for SmackDown first. I would pick NXT second, and I would pick Raw third.
No, I got a whole different thing.
What do you got, Tony?
I have Raw first, and then I have SmackDown, and then I have NXT.
Okay, interesting.
And I had Raw first, SmackDown second, NXT.
Alright, so that's exactly the same as Tony. So that means that Raw will pick up its 4th win of the season. But honestly, I just feel like Raw was just so dragged out. And I think I'm just getting sick of the Shield and the Pac, like the belts being handcuffed with them, and just not a lot of action has been happening. It's been the same matches over and over again. I really enjoyed SmackDown though. I thought the matches were on point, minus the Iconics and Naomi and Asuka.
Yeah, I fell asleep, so that's why.
Well, you can't blame her for that.
All right, so Raw's up. What's the score now?
4 to SmackDown's 2 to NXT's 1.
All right, so before we close the show, we have to go over the Wrestling POV's book. If you are new to the show, basically what it is, we put the most ridiculous things in the book. We go over at the end of the show, and if it's still in, it's still in. If it's not, we talk about it and see how funny it is. Or if they stop doing it, then we take it off. Simple as that. So let's go over what we have. WWE writers.
Stay.
Taz.
Stays.
New Day's Pancakes.
Stays.
Still there.
Baron Corbin's outfit.
Stays.
Roman Reigns' vest.
Stays.
That stays. Yep. Yeah. Road Dogg
stays.
The Pittsburgh Crowd.
Yep.
Until we come back. R-Truth's Old Timers.
That's gonna stay.
Colt Cabana's broke ass.
He's still broke.
Still broke.
Dean's missing eyebrows.
They're kind of going back in.
I think they're back.
Yeah. So one more week or take it off.
One more week.
All right. So one more week.
One more.
All right. Corey Graves and Michael Cole.
They both stay.
You know what?
What?
I didn't get this. I missed out on it. Renee's one-liners.
Well, let's see how she does. Let's give her 1 week if she keeps up with the one-liners.
I'm ready to pull the trigger, Tony.
That's because you're trigger happy.
Right?
I am.
Oh, man. All right. I forgot where I was. Oh, Baron Corbin's cell phone.
Stays.
Randy's ear hole obsession.
Definitely.
That dude is elevated to another level.
I almost put the screwdriver in the book. Almost.
Well, it definitely stays. We'll see
it definitely stays.
Pick somebody else's ear.
Izzy's parents.
They stay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to give it 1 more week. If we don't hear anything, I'm going to take them off.
Okay.
Shawn Michaels' cocked eyes.
They're still cocked.
They're still cocked. And, Brie Bella's belly.
Yeah, she never did that too.
She never did
it too. Yeah. Daniel Bryan's coward chant.
Stays.
Yes.
Or coward chant, or just the word coward.
Coward. He's trying to make everybody chant it.
Not happening. What's his name? Kramer Kingman. Is that the guy?
Kramer Kingman.
Oh, Kramer Kingman. Okay. Yeah. Well, he's the new entrant into the book, so he ain't going nowhere. Baron Corbin's acting skills.
Stays.
That definitely stays.
Wow, Baron Corbin is in this book three times.
Yes.
So what's that tell you, man?
He's going to be the king at the end of the year.
What? 3-time? I think he's the most ever, right? Because Charlotte came close.
Charlotte came close.
Oh, no. Speaking of Charlotte.
Oh, yes, the peacock.
Shit, the peacock outfit.
Needs to go back in the book.
That has to go back in the book. She's been sporting that lately.
Yep.
Go ahead, Rick.
So, go ahead. Do the honors, Rick.
Charlotte's peacock outfit? You just read the book.
All right, so that's it for the book this week. And if you fans have any other suggestions on who should go into the book, drop us a line on our Facebook page, Instagram, or Twitter. We're very active on Facebook, so we tend to get back to people as much as we can. The Wrestling POV president made a huge announcement earlier. If you didn't hear it, rewind.
And Miguel Cole's very active on Twitter.
On Twitter, yeah, with his celebrity friends. And also, just keep in mind, we have a new champion in Todd Silver. Our second place champion, Josh Sanders, and our overseas champion. Yeah, I did that on purpose. Shut up. And our overseas champion. Who's our overseas champion? Oh, Elio Canella.
Elio Canella.
And so congratulations to all three. You guys have a few weeks to defend it at the next pay-per-view, which is... What's the next pay-per-view? Evolution. Women's pay-per-view. Yeah, because the one overseas, we're not really going to count. So you guys are going to hang on to them for a little while. So just to hang on as much as you can. So that's it for the show. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with
Mimi Goody
and the third wheel,
Rick Serrano Muffler,
and our intern,
Miguel Cole. That Novak, I smell you from here.
Love, peace, and wrestling. We'll see you next week.
Peace out.
All right, the song that we have for the week. Oh, jeez.
I just want to shake something now.
Shake your husband.
Well, I'm about to watch your YouTube footage and shake something. My protein thing, you pervert.
We do not own the rights.